What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity with Ultimate Archery. Someone mentioned in one of the comments that the battle audio was a little too loud, so I tweaked it a little bit. Hopefully, it makes a difference.
Yes.
In the last part, we made it to Defiance Bay. Completed a little side quest here in Copperlane. And yeah, probably just going to continue with that. Look around for some more quests to do. Try to get my party another level.
Well,
And yeah, progress.
laying low.
It's good. See if there's anything I can steal from him here.
I'll see it done.
It seems like
It's
there
finished.
is. Bartender's Ring, Spirit Bane, Vessel Bane, and of a Will. Okay,
As
I'll
you
take.
wish.
Thank you. Oh, right.
Hope you're not
The
expecting
portraits.
much.
Hopefully that fixes me from being in the front all the time, since I have
Hey,
3 Constitution. Three Constitution is times, but
hey,
glass cannon and all that, you know? I dare the tank archer.
hey.
So what is the... I mean, if your formation... Where in the hell is the formations? How do I... There we go. That's... Wow. That's way off. Okay. Let's do this. I guess after you swap those around, you have to adjust the formations. Good to know.
Hey,
Puts a dare in the front.
hey.
Okay. Cool. The Orlan woman bounces up and down at your approach. Remember me? We met by Madmore Bridge. She slaps you playfully on the shoulder. Thanks for helping me out back there. As promised, I'll give you the best prices in town. If it weren't for you, I'd still be broke. Sweet. What do you got? I'm gonna just sell the ring. Get rid of the black cat. Oh, I forgot I got all these fine weapons from that last quest. Man, we're just gonna be rolling in money. Might go back and buy that helmet from Enzlog's Compass. Unless... Wow, she like just has traps. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. Just traps. And camping supplies, which is always nice. Man, I've got a ton of money at the moment. Am I working on anything here right now? Doesn't seem like it. Let's go ahead. I thought I got the dungeons. Maybe I died and
Hey.
didn't save it or something? I don't know. That's probably pretty likely, because I have a terrible habit of dying and not saving it. So...
Mercenaries.
so much
All
better.
fancy weapons and no skill.
Ooh, what do we got? A well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He's flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. One of his companion eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just now the Bine's giant slayers run things. Just know. Around here and you'll be fine. Yeah, I never heard of him. His eyes narrow. You have now. Stick around to find Spain, you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. A voice bellows across the hall. Enough jabber, Bine. You gonna do the job or talk about it? His jaw tightens. When ends right. That coin ain't gonna collect itself. He looked up at his comrades and jerked his chin toward the door. See you around, pup. Okay.
Don't stand on ceremony. State
This
your
rough-looking
business.
man glances at you briefly as he scans the mercenaries milling around the room. Looking
Go
for
see
work.
Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Tell me about the dozens. When Anne's expression becomes serious, the timbre of his voice deepening. Good men and women, trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries in the Direwood, not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you. But at least we remember our roots. At least I remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won the Deerwoods. The Deerwood. Freedom 150 years ago, but we're the ones who've protected it. Everyone knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Weidwin at Yvonne Dyer Bridge. A lot of folks didn't know how Weidwin wound up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women. They walked out of Halgot Citadel and faced down at God. Held them there until the bomb went off. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people. First line of defense, whatever it takes. We got new enemies now. If it's not Weidwin, it's his damned legacy. It's the damned soul butchers in Brackenberry, making things worse on all of us, probably causing the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once, we'll do it again. What else do you need? Nothing, I guess.
I'll see it done. It's
More
finished.
thievery. A single weapon in
I'll
that
see it
giant
done.
chest. Pitiful.
It's finished.
Seems as though I'm out of lockpicks. This map marks areas of geological activity in the Deerwood and Ire Glenfot. Of note is a description of a cavern where molten rock flows within a deep chasm.
Hey,
Also not very helpful for me at the moment. Okay.
Well met, friend.
Haven't seen you before. You headed out with an expedition company? Or are you betting on one? Can I buy something? I'm afraid not. See, the dozens only do business with me as long as I can do business with them. And they're good customers. But if you get on Osric's good side, he could make an exception for you. He's probably training some of the new recruits right now. Yeah, okay. Sounds like he's the guy.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenin. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
Although, he sizes you up, I do have something I need done. Something that requires competence. What do you need done?
Was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible
You
Knights
don't
was your
choose
choice.
to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. What's this
It's a
armor?
breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
Why don't you just go and escort back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction. And then
Okay.
it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
What a dick. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Andres Gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunrid Road. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read?
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Okay. If generations of Mussuk's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Alright. Looks like we have another little quest. I actually turned down the voice volume. I might turn it back up.
Hey.
So that dialogue's a little bit easier to hear, hopefully. And we'll be on our way. Exploring, more quest completing, more level ups. All good things, right? Let's did the little map. Guess we'll just go check out everything around here. Why not? Good old Copperlane. What's in here? Is it just a house? An empty one. But I need a key for. Okie dokie. I guess that's part of something later. We can go in there. What's next? The dormitories.
Hey.
How do you do?
By Whale's eyeless face, you are one short ogre. But why are you green, and how are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? Let me guess, you smoked a lot of white leaf, or did you get your hands on some snowcap? Snowcap. Snowcap. So few people know snowcap, much less ogres. He beams at you and nods his head. You're a scrivener? Yes, I am a scrivener. I write books. I read books, I write books. I once ate a book, but only because it looked like a sweet pie. Or perhaps it was a sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. Oh. I'm also a collector of herbs, flowers, plants. I sell them. Mostly, I eat them. Wow, this guy is, apparently this is what he's got. -5 perception and snowcap crash. This guy is just selling drugs for the most part. Seems like he's tripping. The only one here in a green robe, so I'd assume there's not much else for me to do here. Don't need carrots. Or cocoa. Okay. That was fun. I guess.
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Yes,
Can I pet him anyway?
it's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
Party banter's always fun.
I could while away hours in here, if we had the time, of course. Do we?
Do we have time to do nothing?
Hello.
An elderly dwarf surveys the stacks. Her skin looks as tough and wrinkled as a walnut. Despite her stature, she manages to look down her nose at you. You're welcome to look around, but let the priests and scriveners continue their search. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do to them. Wouldn't do to give them any other excuses. What are they looking for? Maybe I can find it. And I could trust you to bring it back, I suppose. You certainly couldn't do worse than this lot, anyway. Thieves made off with an ancient scroll of whale. They intended to blast me by selling that which would remain hidden, a secret of the 100 visions. The guards caught one of them, but were overzealous in their interrogation. All they could do is piece together was something about a farmhouse and the road to Direford. Track the thieves down. I don't care what you do with them. Bring back the scroll. Whale rewards a persistent seeker, and so do I. An ancient scroll of whale? There's a fine prize. I mean, a worthy task. What else do you need? Had some questions about the scroll. Ask. Tell me what you know about the thieves. Or it seems odd that a few burglars managed to steal from a place like this. Some secrets Whale keeps even from me. Okay, well, what do you know about them? Very little, except that they were foolish to believe they could steal from the god of secrets. That, and they were fleeing to a farmhouse. Okay, I'll go find it. Maybe. If I feel like it. I always feel like earning it, so I'll definitely find the scroll. Just maybe not immediately.
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
This elderly man paces back and forth, taking short, hobbled steps. His gaze is distant, and beneath it are dark rings of many restless nights. He appears to be having a conversation with someone who isn't there. And the way you fought, cutting down two at a time, we shared quite a victory, you and I. Who are you talking to? Oh, by the flame. For a moment I thought I heard her. What troubles you? Just the memories of my youth in the Northwatch Rangers, trials and adventures from long time ago. Of late, the memory of lost battles and fallen friends has been especially vivid. Tell me about the memories. It's been nearly 60 years. We were known throughout the Deerwood back then. We thought we'd adventure together, collecting coppers and inspiring songs. The wrinkles around his eyes deepened. That was until we faced Helig of Thane. He was a wizard whose experiments in necromancy left a trail of bodies, some reanimated, from Solus Vale to Midwood. We tracked him as he fled toward the Velian republics, catching him just west of the lake of drowned tombs. We were fools, seasoned as we were not prepared for his foul magic. Our numbers were nothing against his power. A wiser man would have ordered a retreat, not me. By some curse of the gods I was knocked out, and when I awoke, my rangers, my Rowna? Yeah, okay. They were all dead. Who is Rowena? Rowena? There's some weird names in this game. And then we have Dalton. Classic. My friend, my comrade in arms, and my love. We'd planned to adventure together until we grew old enough to settle down and enjoy our fortunes. Young as we were, we couldn't imagine anything would tear us apart. I know this sounds like an old man's madness, but I hear her. A voice just over my shoulder, calling to me in my dreams. At night, I see her wandering the catacombs beneath the city, trying to escape. Foolish as it sounds, I can't shake the idea that she's somehow down there, waiting for me. I've even ventured below, though it damn near cost me my life. Were I half the warrior I was in my youth, I'd search every grave and rat hole. As it is, I'm stuck with this feeble body and an agonizing notion that my love is somehow down there, beyond my help. I'll search the catacombs for a sign of Rowena. Tears spring to the old man's eyes. There's an entrance just south of here, on the other side of the canal. He sniffs and wipes his eyes. You are truly a gift from the gods, if there's anything you can find of her. Alright, 3 quests now. Doing pretty good. I'll level up in no time. Okay, here's another one. The young boy watches the passers-by and counts a grimly handful of coins. His face and arms are smudged with dirt, but except for the grass stains, his clothes are in good condition. As you approach, he blinks and makes a quick, furtive effort to pocket his coins. Hey, mister, want to know a secret? He wipes his nose with the sleeve. I know a real good secret. Careful. I've traveled the continent, and the hardest bargains still come from my 7-year-old. Right. I'm sure a squeaky voiced kid knows amazing things about this city. No, I promise it's a really good secret. I know this place where people hide things, really special things. If you help me, I promise I'll show you. Help you with what? The Crucible Knights have these daggers made out of March steel. It's the best steel around, except for Durgan steel, which doesn't count because no one makes it anymore. He stops long enough to catch his breath. Anyway, there's this merchant over by the expedition hall, and he has a dagger made of real March steel. His eyes grow large and round. He said he wouldn't sell it to me because I'm a kid, and kids don't know anything about daggers. But that's not true. I know lots about daggers. I know about the different kinds of steel. I know how the Crucible Knights make them in the forge. I know that the tip can pierce low-gauge scale armor. That one that's good and sharp can cut through bone. See, I know plenty about daggers, and I really, really want this one. And if you could just get it for me, I promise I'll never, ever ask anyone for ever anything again. In Masuk, we began training our daughters with the hunting knife as soon as they can walk. Many can feel just a hair before their 10th birthday. I wouldn't trust this kid with a butter knife. You're too young to play with knives. I'm sure your parents told you that or you wouldn't be asking me. But if I'm going to be a real warrior, I have to start training young, just like the heroes of my stories. I just know I was a great warrior in a previous life. My mom says I have an old soul. I'll help. Gordy jumps up and down, whooping and hollering. I knew a real adventurer would understand. He points to the large building. There's a big merchant over by Admeth's Den who sells weapons. He's the one with the dagger. I'll wait right here for you. Getting this little kid a dagger. Just to be helpful or just for some experience?
Shh. I see something.
A scarab figurine. Hell yeah. Let's give this to... I'll give it to Adair. Give him something to do at the start of battles. Yes, I already knew that was there. I know. Not that exciting. The weapons vendor.
Hail and well met.
Stands behind a stall polishing a broadsword. The patterned flesh around his eyes is crinkled with age, and the muscles in his arms are knotty and lean. But he holds the weapon with ease. He nods at you. Come to take a look? You won't find a finer collection of armor and weaponry in Defiance Bay. Outside Sonowitz, of course. He flashes a crooked grin. I'm looking for a particular dagger made of March steel. Just like the Crucible Knights use. Let me guess, you've been talking to that kid, right? He laughs and shakes his head. I'd be tempted to sell it to you anyway, and let the little rascal learn his lesson, but a pack of adventurers already took it off my hands. Those adventurers you sold the dagger to, where are they now? Folk like that only visit Copperlane to crew up at Admeth's Den, Expedition Hall, or down a pint at the Goose and Fox, and since they weren't headed to the den, well, you've got my best yes. If March steel daggers are only given to Crucible Knights, how'd you get your hands on one? A lot of steel passes through my hands, friend. I don't make my business to ask where it comes from. If you give me a small discount at your store, the Crucible Knights don't need to know where it came from either. Fine. 5% to avoid the hassle. Last thing I need is a shakedown from them. What with my stall being so close to Admeth's Den and the dozens. Anything in particular you'd like to see? Wow, that's expensive. Draining, stunning, and fine. I don't even know. Looks like that's the only... That's a warbow that he has. Attacks can stun on crits. That's pretty awesome. 20% of damage restored is endurance. Damn. Maybe I should have given that to Adair. That thing is awesome. I think I'd have to respec his... What did I take? Weapon Focus Knight, because that just gives crossbow. That's tempting. I might actually do that.
Hail, traveler.
Spend all of my money. on this weapon.
Hey,
I like that. Endurance is good, and he's kind of tanking for me, so I mean that'll be perfect, honestly. The tank archer, Adair.
Hail and well met.
Do you know anything about a March steel dagger? Haven't seen anything like that cross my bar, that's for sure. But I wouldn't wager against someone here having a blade like that. Check upstairs. I saw a group head that way not long ago, carrying plenty of steel. Okay, well, let me... Goodness, that's expensive. I was rich and now I'm not. Oh man, I don't even know. Honestly, probably good that I respec it anyway because I don't think I had rapid recovery on Adair before. Since he's pretty much acting as the party's tank, that's gonna be good to have for him. Raises converted to crits. Accuracy. 10 deflection for the party, but minus accuracy. Plus 2 engaged enemies with minus deflection. I think I took this last time, but this is a passive. That seems 20% minimum damage. That seems way better. Oh, that's why I didn't take it. It's only for melee weapons. Steady to fighter's arm, causing a percentage of grazes to be converted to hits and increasing the minimum damage for melee weapons. I think I still get the grazes converted to hits, though, in general, so I think I'm gonna still take that. Hopefully that's the case. I don't know for sure, but hopefully. And then we're gonna go with whatever gives Warbow Adventurer. Trains character in the use of the poleaxe, estoc, flail, wand, and warbow, granting accuracy with all weapons of those types. Accuracy's good. More survival next. And then we'll specialize in it and get more damage with the warbow. Perfect. Adair the tank. Draining, stunning, and fine. Definitely does less damage than my crossbow. But shoots a little faster. So that's nice. I think I can still enchant it too. It doesn't have any damage. Maybe let's see if that guy sells any dagger cap. Looks like that's the best chance I have at the moment, so. Yeah, we can do that. Here you go, Adair. Have a warbow. It gives you... What does it give you? 20% of damage restored as endurance. I like it.
Hail, traveler.
Let's sell Adair's... No. Crossbow. Right, somebody needs that. No, he's already got his endgame weapon. Yeah. Damn. It's worth some good money. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully that makes Adair last a little longer in battle. He's still a frontline character with a bow, but more endurance is good. Well, who the hell am I supposed to talk to up here?
hail, traveler.
An Orland man relaxes with his foot propped up on the table. Patches of dark brown skin peek out from under the full mane of blue-green hair. He and the Orland woman with him exchange laughs and comments with the trio nearby at the nearby table, and he spins a dagger in his hand. His hazel eyes watch you. You look like you've seen a night or two in the wilds. Joining us for a drink? Did you buy a March steel dagger from Negron? He displays the blade on a flat palm. I did, and a fine piece it is. I don't know of any more circulating in the city, outside the steel in the Crucible Keep, of course. How much to take it off your hands? Seeing as how there's a sudden demand for this, 100 men seems fair. I just attack this party and kill the guys. Let's try it. Why not? Be fun. This person looks like a caster, so they will be focus numero uno. Why don't we give these things a shot? Somebody else can focus on key. Damn, already dazed. That's not good. Man, that's shitty there, just wiping me out quick. She's getting healed, so that's annoying. I'm dead. Resorting to violence is always the way to go, right? Let's get these guys party. Okay. Looks like mostly just strange people left.
Dead on!
Following
My party's stronger than your party.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Seems like we're having trouble with this guy. This dude's over here just blasting us. And of course, I went down immediately, so that's fun. Hopefully they have some good gear that I can loot. They do! Hell yeah.
Of course.
That'll make me some of my money back. What is this ring? Ring of deflection. Well, I guess we'll give that to Adair. And we'll put this one on Kana.
Hey,
And then we'll go sell all this gear that we just stole off that
Hey.
party. And go give Little Man his dagger. So he can show me. Well, I'm
How's
pretty
the
sure he
hand?
just shows me what I
Turning
already
purple.
found, but
I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
good question.
Good day to you.
Fine, okay. We could eat him. Sell. I don't think I have anything here. Some wolfhide. Read it all. There we go.
Hey.
Now I'm not flat broke. I honestly should have rested in while I was there. I guess I'll do that real quick. And then I'll go give Gordy his dagger. Man, thank you for the portrait tip, because it's great to not be the very first one through the door.
good day, stranger.
And you're as squishy as I am.
Hey,
This kid just stands out here all day and all night. Did you get it? Do you have the dagger? Can I see it? I have the dagger right here. It's so sharp. Toss it to him. Slowly hold out the dagger pommel first. Listen first. When you're not using it, keep it sheathed or it will rust. Don't show it off or someone's going to take it away from you. Or worse, it's a weapon, not a toy. Understand? Forty's hand trembles as he restrains himself from snatching the dagger away. He nods, holding the dagger in its sheath. I'll take good care of it, I promise. So, about that secret. I saw one of the actors hide something under those loose stones near the theater. Probably nothing as good as Mark's steel dagger, though. Great secret. I already knew that. Tell me something else. Sometimes my dad goes to Andre's gift without telling my mom. Some place called the Salty Nest. Hopefully he's one of those that goes there just to talk about his feelings. That's amazing. Here's a secret for you. That's what your mother. Thanks for wasting my time. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Hey,
That's funny. All right. I think maybe the catacombs. Probably a decent amount of combat down here. I'd actually go do the other quest first. Venture into the catacombs and do all that combat. I think I could complete this quest without any fighting, which is not necessarily the goal, but where this goes to Brackenberry. I'm gonna go to First Fires. 15 minutes? I wonder what happens in that 15 minutes time. They're just chatting, they're just walking, who knows. Here we are. What brings you to keep?
hello.
Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch. It does. You look like you recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep, so that the Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? That's it. Here for one thing and one thing only. I believe that it's in here. It is. Now I think I need to go Brackenberry. Brackenberry? Not sure what it's called. Maybe this way. Brackenberry. To this place, I think. And I remember quite a bit more about the quest in this game than I thought I did.
Gods keep you.
You carry whispers, Cadnua, Gilded Vale. Old voices indeed. How did you know? The Orland grins, revealing a low dagger pointed teeth. As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus on my talents elsewhere. What brings you to Dunyard Row? Is this affidavit real? It's signed by you. I remember Penhelm, preying peacock of a man, his mouth dry and hands moist, when I told him he was a sole descendant of an Aedian general, one who'd fought against Hadrid rebellion. A forgery, and not the first I've seen, but I've no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to Commander Cliver and show him the seal. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Looks as though you could use some help. Not at liberty to discuss my work, unfortunately. Dunyard Row, years only. Civilian would need the confidence of Lady Webb before I would share. Okay. Back to the commander. Uh-oh. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my Noviates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. Give me the affidavit. I've done nothing to you. Don't worry, I'm sure the Knights will let you stay to scrub both the latrines. I won't let you ruin me over this. Okay, great. Any mages? Doesn't seem like it. So just handheld then. Let's summon our figurines again. Oh, summon the figurines. Everyone else start shooting. Do this. Do this. And just attack. Why do these people always rush back here, damn it? I guess that's what I try to do normally, is to kill the rangers first. But damn. Oh, cool. I die like every fight. And got knocked out.
Attack!
Uh-oh. If the dare goes down, we might be in trouble. Ooh, I mean, there's a lot of guys attacking him still. That sucks. He's definitely gonna go down. Let's get another one of these.
Big fellas.
I think we're gonna lose this fight.
Roll up 10.
It's a tough one. I really don't think Connor's gonna survive it, to be completely honest.
Yes. Putting us down.
Broke my summon really quickly, didn't they? Come on. Come on. Alright, Kana saving the day, I think.
Tail ends here.
Should be able to pull this off.
I have.
Yeah. Man, Kana's a lifesaver. This dude is insane. Oh, hell yeah. Cause the prone affliction 10 times with one-eyed Molina's gold-fingered spike flinger to unlock the next level. Deals 700 damage to enemies with the weapon to unlock the next level. What did it give me though? I don't know. Is there somewhere to see what this did? I mean, I don't know. There's more stuff to sell though. Hey, and I got the breastplate too.
Hey,
Alrighty. I really want to know, like, is there a way to see what the upgrades are? I guess just Pull him? I don't know.
Of course.
It's weird. Let's go back to first fires. Even though this dude's dead. I'll turn in this forgery and see if I
I've never been to Nasitok. Is it
anything
very
for
cold?
it.
What creatures?
Seems unlikely, but maybe. You never know.
We just... refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
You're in charge of the Crucible Knights? Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay, and to keep order for the Duke. Was there something else I can do for you? Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Haomar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
With so many newcomers, can't you recruit more people? More recruits means more training, which means more time from experienced soldiers that I don't have. Anyway, I hardly see how this is any of your concern, but if you've got time to ask me about it, then perhaps you've got time to do something constructive. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at him, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Viana lives with the rest of the scriveners out of Copperlane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyway. Once you've brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you need. He forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Okay, well, I didn't go here for a quest, but I guess I got one nevertheless. Let's go give, what's his name, his armor back. And that should complete another quest for me. Two. Probably need a rest at the end. And I'll probably call it for this part. It's a decent amount of progress. A couple of side quests made. I'll probably head to the, well, whatever you call them. The catacombs. After I turn these in, and I guess while I'm here in Copperlane, I can do that quest for the Crucible Knights. Can you just like mark on a map? I guess you could just do this. Just a little less screen movement, but I guess it's not any faster. I feel like there should be more CRPGs. I mean, there's a decent amount of good ones, but there's definitely not enough. These games are great. Let me know how it goes with the Knights. Is this the armor you wanted? Osric wavers in disbelief. He looks at you, then back at the breastplate. He reaches for it slowly, as if expecting it to disappear before he can touch it. How'd you manage this? You were right about the affidavit. Unfortunately, Pinhelm forced me into a fight. A shame it ended like that, but he's the lying weasel who started this. You did all I asked, and you are owed much. He withdraws a leather coin purse from his pocket and hands it to you. Stop by Sonalit's shop on the other side of the hall. She sells some of the best gear in the city, and I'll see that she opens her inventory to you. Okay, thanks. Lots of experience, and apparently some money. I don't know how much. I'm just gonna run in here to sell to her.
Hail and well met.
Show me your wares. Sell, 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 sell. Anything here? Nope. I'll look through that gear on the next part. So, yeah. made some decent progress. Looks like we are getting ever so close to a level up, so that'll be fun when we get to it. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching,
An eye out.
and I'll see you on the next one.